How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good.
Great. It's so nice to see you face to
You
face.
too.
Yes, well, welcome to this week's podcast of Cocktails with Zay. I'm super excited to have you on. I'm loving the updo, honey.
Thank you. Shout out to Christina.
So how is your evening coming along?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Look, I just put on all of this for you because normally, for real, I would be in my bed.
Oh, I tried to pull it together myself, Chad. I had to spruce
Yeah,
up my hair and all that stuff and gloss these lips.
I know that's right. You can't have ashy lips.
Yes. So, thank you for coming on. Thank you for accepting the invite. I'm always happy to bring on our sisters, our Black sisters who are doing the thing, in this business world. And I'm just so excited. I don't know if you know, but I'm such a sweet eater. I love sweets.
Most of us do.
Anybody who knows me personally know that I gotta have something sweet. Like I have dinner, brunch, anything, whatever I eat, it gotta have something sweet at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sweet and salty at brunch.
Yes. So when I got you to come on, I was like, oh my gosh, I was going through, your whole catalog of things. I said, oh, this is gonna be so interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so look. So tell our viewers and those people who may not know who you are, tell them where you're from and how you came up with the name Sweet Sage LLC. The name is so intriguing to me. So I'm curious to know. I'm sure they are as well.
All right. So my name is Sherise Campbell, and I am the owner of Sweet Sage LLC, and I am in Northern Virginia, particularly in the Woodbridge area. But I serve all of the DMV, DC, Maryland, and VA. As long as my car can get me there, I'll deliver to you or meet you wherever. The name Sweet Sage. So I have twin sons, big boys. Always wanted 3 kids. Always said, like, if I had a daughter, her name would be Sage.
Okay.
So that, that ship is passed. So I always loved that name, but at the same time, so to me, okay, so let me give you a little bit more background.
Okay.
I'm not just the baker, I'm also a chef. So I always liked the name Sage because it was savory. So I added the sweet so that I could continue to grow my business so I could do sweet and savory items. So that's that.
Okay, so Sweet Sage, it's the name of your business, but it has you open to other avenues of.
Exactly. So most of my new clients just know me from baking. I won DC Cupcake Wars in 2018. So most of those clients just know me strictly from baking. If it's someone that knew me before I even established Sweet Sage, they know that I cook savory food as well, long before Sweet Sage was even thought about.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I love it. It's wonderful. So you do catering. So if someone would ask you for something that was not dessert, you can do that as well?
I do. So I have another IG. It's my personal IG, but it's not private or anything. So if you travel over to that page, you'll see more savory foods. So
Wow.
Look, I was laughing when I was watching you last week with Sade, and she's like, my favorite is mac and cheese. Yes, it is her favorite, but yeah.
Oh my God. I'm a food blogger too, so honey, I love the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do some things.
Yes. So well, before I get started, I always tell my viewers what I'm drinking on because they always are wondering. And just so you all know, if anyone's watching Cocktail with Zay, you do not have to drink to watch my show. You do not have to drink to join my podcast. You can drink whatever you want: water, Kool-Aid, iced tea, ginger ale. champagne, vodka, whatever you want. Okay. If
Right.
you are, into the church and you may want to come on the podcast, but you're afraid, come on, we can praise God together. Okay. But you don't have to drink to come on Cocktails with Zay. But Rudolph,
That's
he
so
brought
cute.
me. Thank you. Ain't Rudolph cute? Y'all see Rudolph?
He is
Rudolph
cute.
brought me. Rudolph brought me some blueberry Stella Rosa tonight. So this is
Oh,
what I'm drinking tonight. Rudolph brought me Stella Rosa blueberry.
blueberry. Oh,
Yeah, and I had to step up my game because I checked out your marketing. I see how you get down, so I have to make sure I come correct with my little stuff over here. You know what I mean?
all right. Well,
'Cause
look, I come correct for my customers, but I am sipping on some boring sparkling water over here. What is this? Dark Modelo cherry with pomegranate, but this is it. This is it
it's
for me.
nothing wrong with that.
But look, I put
Trust
it
me.
in a wine glass for you.
Okay, that's fine.
I
That's
put
fine.
it in a
I
wine
just,
glass
I
for you.
just, I just want people to know that sometimes I might be over here drinking some ginger ale, honey. You just never know. So
Right. Or look, vodka in a water bottle, but no.
exactly. So how exactly did you get into the baking and catering field?
Um, so I still have a regular job. For those of you who don't know, even though I move like I don't, I still have a regular full-time job that I work. Um, but I was kind of at a point in my life where I kind of felt like I needed more. Like I wanted more for me. I kind of felt like I had reached this point and I wasn't really doing anything for me. Always taking care of the kids, supporting my husband, the house. And I was just like, there has to be more to life for me than this. And interestingly enough, I'm always surrounded by people who love food, love entertaining, just love to eat. So it worked out in my favor. Um, and my regular full-time job, I am a food service director for a church, for a mega church.
Okay,
Um, so
great.
always been involved with food. And one of my coworkers actually said, a couple of coworkers, one came to me and said, hey, there's a race coming up at Howard University and they're looking for vendors. So why don't you apply to be a vendor? So I was like, well, I don't really have all of my ducks in a row. And around the same time, it was my birthday approaching. And I was just like, okay, for my birthday, I'm going to establish this LLC. Birthday came and passed, didn't do anything. So the next important date to me was my son's birthday. So I was like, okay, I have to do it on February 17th. So February 17th at like 11 p.m., I was up there on the laptop trying to fill out this thing and just like, yes, I did it. I made it before the 18th got here. Just being surrounded by people that will pour into you. I have a great supervisor, and she was actually having her 50th birthday, and she's a foodie, but she also likes to entertain. So she was just like, for my birthday, I want to have this big, outdoor gathering, and I want to have paella. And, it was also like, I have no one to bake my cake. There's no good bakers in the area. So me being me, I was just like, well, what kind of food do you want? Okay, well, it's in the fall, so let's do apples. So went home, made her this small caramel apple cake, brought it into her like the next day, and she was like, I love it. So, just various people pouring into me, loving into me, encouraging me. So basically it. Basically
Wow.
basically it. And when I did that race at Howard, I'm terrible with checking emails. I've gotten a lot better now, but I was
Okay.
terrible. And for this whatever particular date, one of the customers had emailed me that morning, like shortly thereafter, and said, I ate this cake. I was trying to save the rest for later on, but I ended up eating the entire slice. And by the way, my cousin is an event planner, and she's going to be in DC in July, and she's hosting a DC Cupcake Wars. I think you should enter. What? Did I read that right? I said, oh, you mean you think I should be a judge? And she goes, no, you should be a contestant. So on that day, anything and everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Like a few days prior to my aunt had passed, so I had to go down to North Carolina. Like the funeral's on July 5th. The event was on July 7th, so I literally had to drive down, come back, and stayed up all night trying to bake the stuff. Sunday morning, like my husband left for work. My kids, they sung in the choir at church. It was the second Sunday. Oh, they need to be at choir at the church to sing. You got to be there by 3:00 with your stuff set up, else you can't participate. I was like pulling in at 3:05. Look, tell the lady my tire was flat. She was like, no, come on in, set your stuff up. And I just looked around, and everyone had like these beautiful displays, like with their logos and things. I had none of that. I just literally had my tablecloth. I think I had like a tablecloth with my logo on it. But as far as like the display stands and all of that, had none of that. But it worked out. So it worked out. And then the Monday, the day after, I ended up being on the news. So it was like, oh, by the way, you need to make enough cupcakes for the news station. So it was literally like 3 whole days with no sleep, barely.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Fox 5 News that you were on.
It was.
Congratulations, because you won the cupcake.
Thank you. So that really helped move things along as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you about that. What was it like being on live TV? Did anyone you knew see you? Anyone that knew you saw you on TV?
So I want to say the day of, like during the day of and the day after, so my husband was getting ready to leave. So it was like, okay, we'll go on a little quick vacation before you leave. And I was in Puerto Rico, and my phone was dinging with emails and text messages and phone calls. And I was just like, whoa. So I think I went from maybe 100 and some followers to like 600 followers within a span of days. So it was great.
That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. So that was like a groundbreaking moment for you in the business, because now you have that as part of your resume for and because that was one of the first things I had saw. I said, oh wow, she was on the news. I got big time coming up here.
No, we'll always stay humble no matter what.
That is fantastic. So that was actually the next thing I was going to ask you about. So I was all on your page looking through all your items. So let me tell y'all about some items that really grasped my attention. I need more details. You have a strawberry crunch with banana pudding collab. You have, these are some of the ones that kind of, caught my attention. I might want to call you about. Caramel candy bar Hennessy cupcakes, buttercream cupcake flower bouquet, cartoons and cereal fruity pebbles cupcakes, the unicorn smash cake. What? How do you come up with such a creative catalog of items? Like, I don't want to get all of them.
So the caramel Hennessy, I'm trying to think. So I think I was speaking with someone and we were talking about just like the undertones. So for me, it's kind of like this goes with that. So caramel and Hennessy kind of go together. So I know a lot of people were just doing regular caramel Hennessy cupcakes. So I was like, well, how can I? Because I'm also a picture person. So I like whatever, like if you order a cupcake, however you see it in that picture is how you're going to get it if you order it from me. So, and I talk to my husband a lot. He's also a foodie. So we're just like, oh, let's try candy bar because it has most candy bars have caramel in it. So that's how that one came about. I actually thought about posting that one for a giveaway. That's interesting that you said that.
Yes.
Yes. And banana pudding. So my neighbor likes the strawberry crunch, but he also likes banana pudding. So I think one day, I don't know, I was just in here and I had made banana pudding for someone else and I had strawberry cupcakes. So I was like, oh, let's put it together. Strawberry and bananas go together. People like it in smoothies, so why not a cupcake?
That looks so amazing.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
I had a lady who actually, she was like, oh, I want a cake for my birthday. So she had called in and said, like, I want a ice cream cake for my birthday. And when I posted that picture, she was like, hey, Sherise, I think I want to switch it. I need 40 strawberry banana pudding cupcakes. So she was like, I could have I didn't even need the cupcake, really. I could have just had the banana pudding straight. But yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. And this cartoons and cereal, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. So it's a vanilla cupcake and it has Fruity Pebbles inside. And it has
Ooh,
like a strawberry flavored buttercream and it has more Fruity Pebbles on top.
yummy. I'm a buttercream person. I can't get down with whipped cream. I can't do it.
No whipped cream and definitely no shortening. So my buttercream is all butter,
Ooh,
butter, sugar, a little bit of salt, and heavy whipping cream. So
yeah.
yeah.
You know, one of my favorite. I've been on a hunt for amazing cupcakes. So you know, I've been everywhere. You know, I've been to Wegmans. I've been to Harris Teeter. You know, Safeway. And out of all the cupcakes, I kind of like Wegmans the most.
Kinda.
I think it's more so the texture of the icing, you know, or
So
the taste.
I haven't had a Wegmans cupcake. Probably the last time that I had a Wegmans cake was maybe about 8 years ago.
Okay.
But I heard from someone that it's kind of fallen off. I don't know. I don't know because they don't. I mean, they have changed some things, I think, but they make very good cheesecake. Well, the
Oh,
small ones, the little small ones.
okay, okay. But yeah, that was the only because I'm a cake eater. I love birthday cake. I mean, all of that. And I never forget my job had a big cake for us.
Uh
You know,
huh.
I was like, "Oh, where did cake come from?" They was like, "Oh, Wegmans." I said, "Oh, you know,
Yeah, I
Wegmans."
will say they're better. Look, I spent half of all of my, let my husband tell it. She spent all her money at Wegmans. People, I know the workers by name because I typically go in there like right when they open at 6 in the morning to get
Okay,
whatever. But that's like my favorite grocery store.
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So for me, like, you know, it's where I live at in Maryland. I've been looking for black owned small business
Uh huh.
baker, and you know now I have you, so I will come across the bridge, honey. I'll be your number one customer. Trust me, because I
Look.
love entertaining. I love having really really nice, presentation and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So yes, you have a new customer here for sure. And a lot of my followers and people who are in here are foodies as well. And, you know, I'm sure they're going to want to order from you also. So where do you get your artistry inspirations from when it comes down to you creating your designs and things like that on your...
So believe it or not, I typically, well, sometimes, so if it's a cake, a lot of customers send in a picture, like, I want a cake like this.
Okay.
But I really try to push them to be a little bit more open-minded. Like, I don't want, so someone might say, hey, Sherise, I like this cake that you did, and this cake may have been for you. And I'm like, well, we need to switch it because I really want it to be like, if I made that cake for you, then that's your cake. Like, I don't want to go and recreate another cake and say happy birthday, Zay, and you know, whatever is for you, I really want it to be from you, for you. Now you can say, like, I like this color of the cake, or I like, you know, I like the flowers on the cake, but I really try to make it be created for the individual customer.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, so tell me this, because I do see that you have so much variety. Like, looking at your wall, I don't see this one or two different things. Like, you have a plethora of variety of desserts that you put on Instagram. What's the most out of the box dessert you've ever baked?
Out of the box. So when you say out of the box, you mean weird out of the box or creative out of the box?
It could be weird. It could be creative. You could do weird and creative. Whatever, you know. I saw one.
I think the most creative cake would probably be that Megan Thee Stallion cake.
Okay.
The most, I mean, I don't, for whatever reason, like, that cake wrecked my brain. Because I was just like, how am I going to do it? You know, of course, the person sent in a picture, and I'm just like, well, you know, sometimes people send in pictures, and I'm like, I could probably do a little bit better or whatever. I'm trying to think what else. Was there another out of the box? No, that's probably, you know, the one. You should have maybe said which kind of cake causes you to lose the most amount of sleep.
Well, yeah, well, tell me which one causes you to lose the most amount of sleep.
That would definitely be a wedding cake or any stack
really?
cake. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Because I typically try to stack it prior to. So you have to think, the car ride, Lord, the car ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw a cake on your wall. It was like a glow in the dark or black light.
Glow in the, yes.
That
So
was so neat.
that was neat. And I actually, I took a picture. So I had to have the black light in order for it to glow. But yeah, that was another interesting cake because it has to be a certain type of coloring in order for it to glow. So yeah, that was another interest. Yeah, that was a good one. That's a good one. That might beat the Megan. That was a good one.
I was looking like, well, what can she not do? Because I see some of everything up here. Is it anything that you want to learn or expand on learning as it relates to baking?
Of course. So I probably need to expand on doing more sugar artistry, but yeah, that's probably about it. More sugar. I work with fondant. Isn't my favorite? Absolutely not, because it's so temperamental. Depending on the atmosphere, it can dry out quickly. It can crack. Lord, and it's expensive. It's expensive. It's expensive. So I normally try to encourage people like, hey, well, what's your reasoning for wanting a cake covered in fondant? If it's because they think it may look neater, and I'm just like, well, buttercream can give you the exact same details. Because for the most part, people don't really eat the fondant. They just pluck it off somewhere.
Right. Wow, it doesn't really taste too good, I don't think.
No, and the chocolate one tastes pretty good, but really only use that one like if I need to make some cigars or something. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, did you grow up baking and cooking, or is that like a skill that you developed as an adult?
Oh, nope. As long as I can remember, I was always in the kitchen doing something, helping my mom, helping my grandmother. Um, so my mom was a single parent. So when I got a certain, well, you know what? When I was about 7, I could fry an egg. Like go in there and fry the bacon and the egg before you leave for school. That's just how it worked. And I always loved food. Remember watching Julia Childs, watching what is it? What is the channel now? They don't even have 26, but whatever the WTG or whatever, the public network channel where all the cooking shows used to come on Saturday, I would sit there and watch it. Um, Ironically, my first job was as a server with Marriott. So
Me
I
too.
kind of I worked for Marriott Senior Living. Started there when I was 16. Started as a server. Actually, in high school, I got my cosmetology license, and I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah, jack of all trades now." But I got my cosmetology license because I really wanted to have something to fall back on. Um,
okay.
so And I was kind of like, it got to the point where every Saturday someone was coming over to my mom's house. Your family will wear you out when they know you can do hair.
Do
They
hair.
want to relax her. They don't want to give you nothing.
Right.
So I was just like, this may not be for me. I don't know if I want to stand on my feet all day. Or the benefits aren't good. So after high school, I ended up going to culinary school. And working at Marriott, it was easy for me to work my way up. So I've been a server, a hostess, a, a dining room supervisor, a dining room manager, a kitchen manager. So I've done it all. So it's that's just the card that I was dealt.
Well, shout out to Marriott. Marriott has produced some of the fiercest people
Right.
in the
I
house.
really miss
Huh?
I miss my hotel discount. That's what I
Yeah.
miss.
When I used to
Yes.
work there was when they were doing it. I want to say it was remember they had the class you took on the website, and I think you got the hotel room for $25 or thirty
Yeah.
five dollars.
Yeah. So we
Yeah, that's
went to Jamaica for like a whole week for $100.
the
And we stayed it was a Ritz. It wasn't like a little rinky dink Marriott. It was a Ritz Carlton. So
wow. Look,
yeah.
everyone, I want to encourage everyone to, we have an opportunity for you to ask any questions that you desire throughout the live. I just want to let you all know that you are able to ask questions as well. I prefer to you do it in the question box if you can, so that way I won't miss it. But feel free to ask any questions to the Bacon Diva over here, honey, who's shutting it down in the DMV with cooking and spinning all the cupcakes around and decor and all that good stuff. I'm
Right.
just
Try
loving
not
it.
to eat up all her product. That's what I'm really doing. Try not to eat up my own product.
So you do? Do you
I
eat a lot?
do. I
What?
do.
Oh my
It
God.
depends on, so my favorite cupcake is a red velvet cupcake
Okay. So I have
with chocolate coming in behind it. And, my taste buds have kind of changed. I used to be a vanilla cupcake when I was a little girl. Every year for my birthday, my mom would get me a strawberry shortcake, the little cartoon character. I would
okay.
have a strawberry shortcake cake every year for my birthday. So, and it was always vanilla. It was always good. Whatever lady made it, it was always good. But as an
Wow.
adult, um, I've moved more towards like a red velvet.
Okay.
It's kind of best of both worlds.
do you have any chefs or bakers inspired you along your journey? Or like someone who you really looked up to, maybe like an idol, a mentor, or someone who cupcakes really like you look to for inspiration, or you look to for ideas or things like that?
Well, so when I was buying cupcakes, I would spend a good chunk of money at Sprinkles.
Okay.
And it was always the red velvet. And I guess it kind of helped too that they had a rewards program. But like whenever I went to Georgetown, that's where I went, either there or Baked and Wired.
Hold on. What about Georgetown Cupcakery?
What about them?
I heard that was the best.
So, okay, let me just go back with that one. 1 year for my husband's birthday, like my husband is a chocolate cupcake fanatic, banana, like he likes those type of flavors. So 1 year for his birthday, I actually ordered a dozen, mail ordered. They came and I was just like, I'm not overly impressed. I don't know. Maybe because it was mail ordered. Like I've never gone there personally. So
they said
I don't know if my experience would have been different if I had gone there and got a cupcake out of the actual storefront. But that mail order, no.
Wow. So that's interesting because I've always been told Georgetown Cupcakery was the place to go for cupcakes. But now I hear Sprinkles. You're the first person I heard mention Sprinkles. So no, I'm not checking none of them out because I'm only going to you. So
okay. So
Georgetown could stay over there.
Yeah.
So
I think it's important. Like once a company or a business reaches like a high level, like I think sometimes they lose it. Lose some of their quality, and that could be what it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a little icebreaker. I do this I try to do it every live with my peoples.
Okay.
So now, women are getting a lot of leadership roles. Kamala Harris is congratulations.
Right, congratulations.
For being in the White House. Oprah is doing her thing. Michelle Obama, doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is my question to you. Because you are an artist, you are a creator. If you was asked by Kamala to come to the White House and give them your 3 best rock-stocking desserts that will rock their world, honey, what would you do and why?
Oh.
And I'm going to give you a second to think about it while I close my blinds, girl, because the wind is blowing, honey.
Okay.
Chad, that wind is blowing like a tsunami outside, Chad. I thought I was letting some air in here and it's just blowing my blinds all across the room.
Right. Yeah, let's hold air. So, let's see. I think I would say definitely banana pudding. Now I'm gonna go a little bit out the box with this one, only because I'm taking it from her Caribbean background. So I would definitely say a rum cake.
Okay.
A rum cake and I'm thinking, do you think she's more of like a classic person?
Who, Kamala?
Yeah.
Well, you remember Oprah will be there and Michelle Obama. So
So Michelle likes a red velvet. I'm sorry. I know that. I know that.
Okay.
So you got 3.
Okay.
Red velvet and banana pudding.
Oh, that sounds really good. Mm-hmm. I think they would be in there going off. Who made these cupcakes? Well, it's important to know being in the DMV area where we're located at any given time, somebody can knock on our door, ring our phone, like, "Hey, we need you at the White House. Hey, we need you."
Yeah, that would be good.
You
That
know,
would be great.
so you never know, honey. We got Kamala coming through. We got, all these big time people getting. Women are getting.
Women are doing things now.
How do you feel
Women
about
of
that?
color. Women of color.
I'm so happy. I just, what they say, it's a man's world. No, it's not. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
what else does it say? You wouldn't be nothing without a woman.
Right.
So.
And I'm just so happy to see the elevation with Black women of color in corporate America in politics. I'm just so happy. I'm so excited. And I love diversity. I love inclusion, and it's just a good time to be, a Black person in America. I'm just so happy and so excited. Yes,
Right.
yes. They are showing you a lot of love. I keep seeing all these hearts flying up. Y'all loving her tonight, ain't y'all? Y'all loving her. Make sure y'all remember, ask your questions. Don't hold back. Okay, we are. Oh, speaking of many of us, we always seek a baker or a bakery for special events. Everybody in this room has been to a wedding. We've been to graduation. We've been to, what do they call it? A bridal shower.
Right.
All of that. So everybody in this room, we've always seek the baker. And I'm tired of going to the grocery store, okay? So, and it's good to know that we have Black-owned bakers who are creative and taste just as great.
Exactly.
As the grocery store, the supermarket or whoever. So tell us a little bit more in detail. Now, these are to your future customers who are in the room. Tell us more about what baked goods you currently offer, and what's unique about your baking style.
So cakes, cupcakes, cookies, pies, puddings. I'm like, am I missing anything? Cake pops, dipped strawberries. So I typically do it all. So when someone contacts me, I really try to take time to get to know the person on a more individualized basis. You're just not a customer. Typically, if you order something, a lot of times people don't understand, like, hey, I need notice, because I just don't have cakes and cupcakes just sitting somewhere in a freezer that I'm pulling out. Look, my mother-in-law would tell you, she'll say, "Oh, Sherise, I need," and I think she feels like I always give her a hard time, and I'm just like, whenever someone you order something, I'm making your stuff. Like, if you want it for Saturday, I'm up Friday night working on it. It depends on the time. If it's later on the day on Saturday, I get up Saturday morning and I make your stuff. So everything that I do is made fresh, and it's made for you. Like, if you say, "Hey, I want a strawberry crunch cupcake, but I want my strawberries dipped," I do that. If you want whatever you want, like if a person tells me, most of the time I like when a person just allows me to be creative, because like I said, it's for them.
Right. Wow. Someone said, "What's Sweet Sage's most bought flavor by customers?"
Don't pay him no. That's my son. Don't pay him no. Don't pay him no attention. No, he said, "What is Sweet Sage's most bought flavor by customers?" I would say it has to be anything strawberry cake related. Strawberry cake with vanilla buttercream, strawberry with strawberry buttercream, and most definitely a strawberry crunch. So anything strawberry is the most popular.
So tell me about this berry Ciroc cupcake I saw.
The berry Ciroc cupcake. So it's a strawberry cupcake with a strawberry buttercream. You can have it one of two ways. You can either just have it with the fresh strawberry half garnish, or you can have it with a dip strawberry. So I think the picture of the giveaway that we're giving, I want to say it's a play on a cupcake that I did probably the Saturday prior to for a bridal shower.
Okay.
Just that there was no app. And actually, the bridal shower cupcake had a couple of dipped strawberries, but with colored buttercream and no alcohol. So yeah, it's just a play on that.
Oh, nice, nice.
Just
Now,
giving them a little something extra, a little something extra.
yes.
So we
Oh,
all want something extra.
they say if y'all have not had the carrot cake, I must say it is so good. I ordered it for my grandma, and it's her favorite.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So carrot cake is good. I like carrot cake. So what I tend to find is that a lot of cake flavors are based on the age of my customer. So a lot of my, I would say 40 and under, they tend to go for more so like the strawberry, a vanilla with whatever filling, or a cookies and cream.
Okay.
People that are more, maybe a little bit older, are more inclined to order a um, carrot or just a regular pound cake or something that's more, I guess you would say more reminiscence of something that you would find at your mother's or your grandmother's or something like that. More classic dessert.
Okay. Miss White said, "Do you ship out of town?"
I don't as of yet, Miss White. What is it that you're looking for? So this is the thing why I don't ship. For me, it's more so about the integrity of the product. Um, if it's a pound cake or something like that, then of course I can ship that. But the last thing I want to do is ship someone something, and when they're excited, they get there and they open it and it's all mangled. Like, that's not good for you. It is definitely not good for me. So once I, figure out a system where it will look just as beautiful as when I put it in the box and take the picture and it gets to you that way, then I will do it.
Do you have an approximate mileage that you go, the furthest you go to deliver?
Oh, the harbor loves me. Most of my Maryland people meet me at the harbor.
Okay.
Now, if depending on the cake, let's say if it's so probably like 2 weeks ago, I went to, where did she live at? Charles County, to deliver a cake, only because it was a tier cake.
Okay.
So that's, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I go.
For those of you who are just now tuning in, just to let you know, we have Sweet Sage LLC. She's out of the Woodbridge area of Northern Virginia, and she is one of the winners, or she was the winner, I'm sorry, excuse me, honey, of Cupcake Wars from Washington, D.C., which they had her feature on Fox 5 News to celebrate her victory. So I just want to let you all know, Sweet Sage LLC is the truth, the real deal, Holyfield, and you need to make sure you tell a friend, tell a family member, anybody in the DMV area about her. We're no more going to Harris Teeter, Food Lion, shoppers with them dry cakes. We're going to support Sweet Sage LLC because we're putting money back into our, Black-owned companies. And hell, she was on Cupcake Wars and she won. So her cupcakes got to taste fierce, honey, because they're not going to give it to anybody who can't cook. Okay?
Right.
So just
right.
to let y'all.
You know what? And since we're talking about that, I just completely forgot about that flavor. So that flavor, I don't know if you saw it, was a raspberry lemonade. So that is what won me the DC Cupcake Wars. So it's a lemon cupcake with a blueberry raspberry filling and a blueberry raspberry buttercream, and it's garnished with a fresh raspberry with a blueberry stuffed inside.
Oh, see, y'all hear that? Can you give that to us one more time, honey?
a lemon a lemon cupcake with a blueberry raspberry filling with a blueberry raspberry buttercream with a raspberry. A, look, now you messing me up. Garnished with a fresh raspberry with a blueberry stuffed inside of it.
Okay. Buttercream.
Look, if this thing could post a picture, I would totally post a picture for you. But
I already, when you said fresh, that means, and buttercream, I already know. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get an order from me because I got to take some, my god sister, she's in here. Next time I go down to Hampton Roads, I have to bring some of your cupcakes.
right, so you just
way.
pass it through. You got to pass by me to get to her anyways.
Yes. Oh, they said the Hennessy candy bar is a favorite. I mean, you can't miss it with this. You can't mess with it. Something everyone loves: alcohol and chocolate and a caramel drizzle. I know that's right. You ever thought about doing a salted caramel bacon, maple bacon, like a?
So okay, so I didn't do. Okay, so there is a picture on there where there is. Did you see the chicken and waffle cupcake?
Mm-mm.
So you see, you got to go back. There's a chicken and waffle cupcake, and it has a little dropper with a maple, kind of like a spicy maple hot sauce to drizzle
Wow.
on top.
And
Yeah.
that's one of your original cupcakes.
Yep. So I had a customer, like the first time I made that was for a customer for their wedding. So she had like a small wedding cake, and then she had an assortment of cupcakes to go with. And then there is a pancake with maple bacon on there as well. I think I did that. I'm trying to think. When did she move? I want to say I did it last year. So I had to send you the picture. There's a maple bacon
I've never
pancake.
even seen anything like that.
Maple bacon, yeah. So I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Wow. You know what? If anybody in here knows me personally, y'all know I'm getting goosebumps because y'all know me and my sweet tooth. I'll eat the whole pan of cupcakes.
But yeah.
I love sweets. So look, so what I'm gonna do is I have a question outside of baking.
Okay.
Right? Is there a hobby, skill, or talent that you have that some people may not know?
Hobby, skill, or talent? Well, look, I'm not singing. I used to be in all city chorus when I was, in sixth grade, but that was years and years ago. I do play the violin.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, you can't have nails and play the violin though. That was the issue.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'm really kind of like an outdoors person. I like flowers. So anything garden related, that's what I like.
Garden.
I not like a garden where I grow, fruits and vegetables, but no, just flowers.
Okay.
So in this house, it kind of works like this. I tend to do all the yard work.
Okay.
Like cut the grass. Well, if I'm not super busy, my husband suggested that we get someone to cut the grass. But I'm the one who trims the bushes and pulls up all the weeds and plants the flowers, all of that stuff. I think he likes to be inside because he always has the washing machine running. So
Okay.
it works out. It's not my thing.
All right. That's interesting. That's very interesting, especially the violin part. That's so. Did you play violin through school?
I played until I got to, I want to say, the ninth grade.
Wow.
Ninth grade. So from probably about 3 years, I still have my violin upstairs in my closet. My mom reminds me all the time, constantly, how much she had to $600 for that.
Wow. I would have never guessed that. And just for you to be handy, like with yard work and stuff, so you're really good with your hands. So anything you put your hands on.
Anything, yes, that's what I like to do. Don't give me anything such as sitting at a computer all day, typing and reading. No, it just drives me crazy.
You probably could even do like you know how they have those events where the people set up the decorations and all this stuff. You probably could do your own whole
I
event.
probably could, but that's not really for me. If you need someone, I have someone that can help you a lot out with that, not me. I mean,
Okay.
I like to watch HGTV. I definitely like to spend money,
Okay.
but I don't know about being like an event planner. Like, if it comes to the food part of it, then yes. But just, flowers and, I'm more of like, I would never pick artificial flower. I will always pick like a fresh flower.
Okay.
Now for my mom's 60th birthday, I actually did her event. So I picked out the linen, the chair covers, went to Wegmans and purchased the flowers, put them all in little vases, had a charger plate. So it looked beautiful. But
Right.
yeah, that was only for about 60 people or so. But yeah.
Okay. Wow. So, do you have any advice for anyone who's looking to get into the baking career field?
For the baking career field, um, basically just follow your heart, and stay consistent. It's definitely requires a lot of patience, just a lot of patience, and planning. Because look, don't bake when you're tired.
Right.
Because I have gotten like, wait, did I put the baking soda in this thing? Have to start all over. A pound of butter gone, just
Oh,
like that. Yeah, and make sure you're charging so that you can make a profit. Because a lot of times I look at people that post things and I'll be like, oh, I'm doing a dozen cupcakes for $12. What? This can't be real butter you using
right.
or anything remotely real. Like, you're not making a profit off of that. But yeah, so just try to do competitive pricing and make sure you get paid for your time.
Right. Right. That's great. That's really great tips for someone who's interested. I know in high school, I love, well, we called it teen living. I don't know what they called it. Where
Team
you,
living, yeah. Or
yeah,
what do they call it now? I don't know what they call it now. I don't even think they have it.
yeah, but like when I was in teen living, I used to love just cooking because I was greedy, child. I love making the crepes and the cinnamon rolls and the omelets and just all that little stuff. And you couldn't tell me I wanted to be a chef growing up, but everything went to the opposite direction. But being a cook, I love cooking. I do want to get into baking more.
Look, family and consumer science. That's what they call it
Oh,
now.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I was greedy. I just wanted to get right to cooking so I can eat. I ain't want to read no books. I ain't want to talk about nothing, but get me on the stove so I can eat when I was in high school.
Well, I think so. This is a conversation that I have with people. So I think if it's really not in your heart, you're not going to be successful with it.
Right,
I have had people come to me for employment, and they have gone to school and they have their papers, but you're not. So with anything that you care about, you're going to take time to learn and perfect your craft. So you
right,
might be a dynamic cook even without going to school because you have that feeling in
right,
your heart. And a lot of times you're able to, whatever you feel, you're able to, make it come out right. So,
right,
yeah.
right. Now, so tell me this before I go to the next question. I know we had a contest going on. Did you want to do the contest winners
Oh,
now?
let's look. So did you look at I saw one on my look, and I have no way of going back and looking. Look, I wonder if I can't check my watch.
One, two. I can review for a
You
second.
have a few?
Now I
Okay.
have two phones. So I'm looking over here on this phone to see.
Well, can you look at my page on one of your phones? So
Yeah.
you remember they were supposed to tag, be on here. So they need to be on here watching us. And they should have tagged 3 people.
Interesting. Wave your hand if you're in the room so we can know you're here in the presence of the queen, honey.
Well, wave your hand if you're in the room and you followed the directions. That
Right.
should have what you said.
I'm looking. I don't see no tags, child. Mention you, no. I see, yeah.
Look, people are like, I didn't see the 3 people, tag 3 people part.
Oh, so it's up to you how you want to do it because I didn't get no tags. I got a lot of people who followed me, but I'm not sure.
Oh, wait, is it new followers though?
Yeah. Miss Kennedy.
Yeah, well, that's what the thing is. They're supposed to tag somebody and the person that needs to follow both of us.
Oh, okay. So it's Miss Kennedy, and we have one Barber Life 910. Barber Life 910. We also have one Christina.
Right.
Krystina.
Right.
So we have 3.
We have 3.
On my side, yeah.
Look, and my phone needs some juice. I gotta call one of my kids to bring me a cord or something.
Unless
okay, can you check? Oh no, you can't see my page.
Oh, we can make the announcement after the video and put it on our story if you want.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, so
we have people from both. Let's just go ahead and do one from your side and one from my side and make it even. So y'all hear that? We giving out 2 cupcakes to 2 of y'all, not just one. So whoop whoop, we good.
Right.
Right.
We appreciate all your participation. You know, this is a fabulous invite tonight with Sweet Sage LLC. So again, make sure y'all paying attention to our stories afterwards so you can know who won. Okay. Right. Let's see. This has just been such a vivid, great conversation. Oh, I asked this on every video. If there is a hobby, hold on, I asked you that already.
Right. The blueberry catching up with you over there.
Right. If you could have a superpower at any given time that you wanted it, what would it be?
It would be to have another one of me. Do you know how hard it is doing this stuff by yourself?
So to be able to clone yourself and
clone myself. Or either that or be able to just like blink my eyes like I dream of Genie and like everything just be clean. All the pans is done.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be awesome.
And the house would look like you had a professional cleaning service come through.
Right.
So do you have mentees, mentor, or any like bakers who look up to you or seek advice from you?
You know what? I wonder if she's on. Can we see who's on?
No.
I don't even know if she's on. She's probably not. Well,
yeah. I see. What's her name?
Do we have Brianna on? Is she on?
Brianna.
Probably not.
No.
So Brianna. So this is the thing, and maybe I should expand. And this is interesting how God will put people in your life. So since I have no daughters, I had a customer order a cake for his daughter, and it's just like, oh, she loves to bake. And probably like 2 weeks after I had to go out and get supplies, I had to go to the cake shop. And I just called and I was like, hey, is it okay if she go with me? I think it would be a good learning experience for her.
And he was like, well, I don't know if I text their parents first or text her, but either way, I was just like, make sure it's okay with your parents. And she was like, it's okay. So I went and picked her up. We went to the cake supply store, got some things, and she actually picked up stuff to make like a Mickey and Minnie Mouse cake. And she's like, I'll pay for it. And I'm like, no, I got it. She's like, no, but my dad gave me money. And I was like, it's okay. So I got her, whatever she wanted. Then afterwards, we went to lunch. So for me, since I have two boys, it's so different, like being in the presence of a girl. And I think she just turned 13. She just turned 13. So I'm like, oh, well, do you want to go grab lunch? So yeah, we went to Kava. And since Kava is like one of my favorite places to eat.
Mine too. I love it.
Oh, Brianna, what are you going to get? Oh, I'm just going to get a salad. You don't want any rice? You don't want a pita? No, I'm just going to get the chicken Caesar salad. I'm just like, but no. So I have her, and then I have my other customer daughter who loves to bake as well. Desi's daughter loves to bake, and she should be going to college. So I have two people lined up. I just need the whole COVID thing to be over with so that I can do some more stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's always so great to have mentees. I always shout out my mentor. She's in the room right now as well. And it's just always great to have someone that can, seek advice or, see a positive, professional in their light so that way they can, seek to be like
yeah.
them.
And I think it works out better when a person shows interest, like if they come to you because like they're interested and they're ready to suck up and learn everything that you're willing to teach them.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's next for you? Your business, you as an entrepreneur, next in life, what's next?
What's next for me? So, ideally what would be next would be to find a storefront location or something like that. But part of me I have not figured out is how I would either bring the two together or separate the two, because I do have customers that I do meal prep for. And then most people, they're just like, oh, I didn't know that. But like, I know it. So that would ideally be what's next. But then at the same time, both of them are my baby, but more so the baking side, because for me, it's difficult to just let someone else take over or do certain things that I'm used to doing. So that would be, that's the most difficult part for me, because I know that I'm going to do it a certain way. And sometimes in business, a person is not going to want to see or not going to do things how you would do it.
Right.
Because it's not really theirs, it's just a job. But like for me, it's always important to, make sure I'm giving someone, my best, whatever it is.
Right. Well, that's fantastic. And if someone is interested in booking you for their next event or to create a unique dessert that you do so well, how would they go about doing that right now?
So they can, a couple of ways. So I get a lot of DMs on Instagram, as well as if they hit the contact, I think it's going to either give them my phone number, and also my website is in my bio section on the Instagram. So, or you can find wherever, Instagram, Facebook, website, text me. I get a lot of text messages in the middle of the night.
Well, I'm going to do an order because my birthday is December 29th. So, and that's on a Tuesday. So
I need you to do your order, get it on the 27th because I'm out of here on the 28th, I think.
Okay. Because I want to definitely, sit up here in front of this camera.
So you're a Capricorn.
Yes, a goat.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Well, you know what? The Tuesday before my birthday. How about that? Because I want to have them. I want to have them so they can see me eat them all in the camera, and y'all can see how yummy her cupcakes is. I want to show y'all visually.
Okay, that would be good.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll probably order the that Tuesday prior to my birthday.
You can just DM me. But no, I think I'm more excited that you are a Capricorn. This is good.
Yes. I'm a 29th.
I am January 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you about to be another year older and wiser.
Another year older and wiser.
And more talented, honey.
Yes. Yes.
So I would give you a chance. This is something new I'm doing, to give a shout out, any special shout outs to anybody who you would like. Say what you want to say about anything you want to say to anyone who may be listening, anyone who you just want to just say what you want to say. Shout them out. Special recognition.
Shout them out. So my circle is not very big. I think for me, it's more so to have people. I'm really not into anything superficial.
Okay.
No superficial relationships, friendships, whatever ships you want to put before the ship. But there are, certain people, like I said to you earlier, that definitely just continue to pour into me, just, help me to be who I am. So I will give my first shout out to Sade, and I feel so old because, I remember when I worked with Sade and she was, I'm not going to say a kid, but, when I first started baking, anything Sade needs, like she's always calling me. Her son's birthday is, the same as mine. Her bridal shower, her new baby's baby shower, and I'm sure this baby that she just announced last week, it will be something. My husband is great. My mother-in-law keep me busy all the time. I have a great supervisor who always uses me. Her husband is a track coach. She's introduced me to all of her circles. So I'm grateful for everyone. I have customers who use me and they refer me to other people. And for that, like, I have to be grateful. Like I can't ever forget, which really, really helps me to learn or be able to interact with people on a more personal level, because without any of them, I wouldn't really be where I'm at today.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on to my podcast with me. I'm super excited to have you. And again, I'm all about supporting, Black-owned businesses. I will be shouting you out on all my platforms, and letting people know about you. It's the holiday time, so everyone needs to know where to get some good, fresh, baked goods and not stale. Okay, nothing dry.
Right.
We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. What's your social media handle again? So anyone who's in here right now, write it down.
What is it? Sweet Sage LLC, I think. Just tell them look for the icon. Yeah.
Sweet Sage LLC. Well, everyone who tuned in this week, thank you for coming on and
thank you for having me.
With me.
Thank you for having me.
And I appreciate you for coming on. I know this is our time. We normally relax and kick our feet up and lay down, but you you spent your Tuesday nights talking with me and sharing your story with us. And you are welcome to come on my podcast whenever you desire.
Anytime, I will definitely come back. Look, and I was like, wait, you said me. He's like, do you want to do the questions before? But you know what? Thank you for making me feel so comfortable. Because look, any other time I would have been over here like, Lord, what is he gonna ask? But now I've had a blast with you.
Thank you. Thank you. I try to just be just regular. I'm a cool, down to earth person. Honey, that's just who I am. And, I'm just happy that when I come on, I'm kind of nervous too. 'Cause I'm like, oh my God, everybody get butterflies sometimes.
Right.
But, it feels good to have someone who comes on to the podcast and you can tell they're passionate. Because when you start talking about your passion, it just starts flowing and it's regular, and it's a easy conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. But again, thanks, everyone. I'm a couple weeks behind on my YouTube. Because what I do is I take the videos from here, I convert them over to YouTube, do my editing.
You know what? You are so talented. I wanted to say that to you personally.
Thank you.
It's like when you were sending me the things for the flyer, and you got the little video with me standing there with the stuff blinking. I was like, wait a minute, you're wasting your talent.
You know what? I just started venturing into graphics more. So now I do logos, I do flyers, I do all that stuff, design t-shirts and all that stuff. I just saw my mentor, we just had a hair expo last year. I did all her graphics and everything for her, event. So that gave me an opportunity to do multiple, media images and videos at one time. That kind of helped me push, So now I'm just, if you ever need any flyers, let me know.
Look, well, hopefully when this is over, we can really link up and you can do some hair. I can do some cupcakes. Yeah. We can have a meet and mingle.
Yes, a nice mixer. Yeah, that sounds nice. Yes. Well, everyone, this is DMV's finest baker. Okay. Tell a friend, tell a family member. She's creative. She creates. She's not stuck in a box with just doing one thing. Her wings are broad, honey, and she will give you whatever you need. And if it's out of her scope, she can refer you to somebody who will take care of you. Correct?
Correct.
And we're going to speak it into existence. Kamala Harris will be calling you to get you up in the White House and make some baked goods for those senators and politicians and all that good stuff.
Right. Smooth them over. Get rid of the student loan debt.
Yes. So, again, I'm just a couple episodes behind on YouTube putting it on, but IGTV, the videos are there. This video will be posted immediately after this live is over with. So if you all want to rewind, watch it, but the video will be on YouTube within the next 1 to 2 weeks. All right.
And don't forget, you're going to pick someone and I'm going to pick someone and we'll come together and post it. So everyone will know.
Okay. All righty. Well, you all, thank you for watching and tuning in and supporting every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out Cocktails with Zay, and you all have a marvelous Tuesday night.
All right. You too.
All right.